one Swedish-made penis enlarger pump.
Da Vinci created Madonna of the Rocks. Michelangelo painted the Sistine Chapel. And Hollywood's funniest produced these comedic works of art.
He's actually kind of funny.
Yeah, he means well.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 career-defining comedies. For this list, we're taking a look at movie comedies that are most associated with a certain actor.
Where are you?
I'm taking the day off. Now get dressed and come on over.
While many people on our list have had long, fruitful careers, they'll always be best remembered for their hilarious work in these iconic movies. Number 10, Chris Farley, Tommy Boy.
I'm Paul. You must be Tommy.
Brothers don't shake hands.
Chris Farley ruled Saturday Night Live in the early 90s before his transition into feature film.
Don't do it.
Fat guy in a little coat.
In true rags to riches fashion, he went from a van down by the river to an executive job at Callahan Auto in this comedy. Farley was perfectly suited to play an unintelligent yet endearing man-child who sets out to save his father's company.
Now hold on a minute. Do we really want to put the future of the company in Tommy's hands?
We're running low on options here, Ted.
The road trip comedy's formula was nothing new at the time, but Farley's energetic take on his character ensured this film became a cult classic that stood the test of time.
Hey, does this suit make me look fat?
No. Your face does.
Unfortunately, his untimely death cut short his promising career, but we'll never forget this side-splitting performance.
Shut up, Richard.
Number 9, Leslie Nielsen, Airplane.
Let me see your tongue.
It was only a matter of time before the disaster film genre was exploited. We're just thankful it was lampooned so masterfully in Airplane, which also launched Leslie Nielsen's comedy career.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Nielsen was once a respected dramatic actor, but it's likely he'll go down in history as the straight-faced funny man who knows how to turn a phrase.
Now, it is true that one of the crew members is ill. Slightly ill.
Although his character isn't even the main focus of this story's narrative, he surely made us laugh out loud more than enough times to elevate him to the upper echelons of comedy.
How are the passengers doing?
I won't deceive you, Mr. Stryker. We're running out of time.
Surely there must be something you can do.
I'm doing everything I can. And stop calling me Shirley.
Number 8, Bill Murray, Groundhog Day.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Where's everybody going?
To Gobbler's Knob. It's Groundhog Day.
Whether he's busting ghosts or pursuing equally ominous golf course gophers, Murray delivers time and time again on his promise to make us laugh.
That was a pretty good day. Why couldn't I get that day over and over?
Groundhog Day stands out as Murray's career-defining comedy because it's not only hilarious, but also unique.
Are you drunk or something?
Drunk's more fun.
Murray plays a cynical and misanthropic meteorologist who finds himself trapped in a loop where he relives the same day over and over and over again. This allows him to play out hysterical scenarios that have no negative consequences day in and day out.
I'm reliving the same day over and over. Groundhog Day, today.
Each February, we love to snuggle up underneath a blanket and enjoy this classic comedy.
It's still just once a year, isn't it?
Number 7, Ben Stiller, Zoolander.
I'm not an ambi-turner. It's a problem I had since I was a baby.
Fashion icons are rarely noted as intelligent and down-to-earth. This concept was the spark for this movie about a dim-witted model who can only turn left, but does one hell of a blue steel. There is also a plot to assassinate Malaysia's prime minister, but the fashion walk-offs and breakdance fights tend to overshadow the movie's narrative.
Did you ever think that maybe there's more to life than being really ridiculously good-looking?
Ben Stiller expertly fits the role of Derek Zoolander and ensures our laughter with his ridiculousness.
There it is. Magnum.
It wasn't the first or the last comedy he starred in, but it has a special place in our hearts.
Put a cork in it, Zane.
Number 6, Adam Sandler, Happy Gilmore.
Time to go home there, Ball.
Before he was sweeping the Razzies, Sandler was the king of childish comedy.
Son of a bitch, Ball, why didn't you just go home?
That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
Most notable, perhaps, is this 1996 flick about an aspiring hockey player who discovers he has a penchant for golf.
Now how the hell am I gonna do that?
Happy's tough guy mentality makes him a fish out of water in a world of calm, collected golfing professionals. And while he's loud and impish, he's ultimately charming.
The price is wrong, bitch.
We admittedly left the theater feeling skeptical about nursing homes, but our belief in Sandler's ability to make us laugh was reaffirmed.
Good, then get the hell out of my life. Who needs you? Beat it! Leave me alone!
We're willing to pretend Grown Ups 2 never happened if Sandler just brings Happy back.
$20 says you can't do it again.
Bring it on.
Number 5. Peter Sellers, The Pink Panther.
We must find that woman.
Sellers' ability to do physical comedy made him the Charlie Chaplin of his time. This is shown most notably and memorably through his performance as Inspector Jacques Clouseau, a bumbling French detective who's tasked with preventing the theft of a priceless diamond, known as the Pink Panther.
You know, you two could save yourself a lot of trouble if you would tell me where the jewel is.
Clouseau's heart is always in the right place, but he never seems to be able to land on his feet. Pun intended. A slew of sequels and remakes capitalized on the success of this smash hit, but none could satisfactorily recreate the magic of Sellers' laugh-out-loud performance.
You will behave like this and I'll have your stripes.
Number 4. Eddie Murphy, Beverly Hills Cop.
This is some kind of joke, right?
While we've seen multiple SNL stars on our list today, Murphy gets bonus points for being a lone beacon of hilarity during the sketch comedy's dark ages.
What's the charge? Possession of a concealed weapon and disturbing the peace.
Disturbing the peace, I got thrown out of a window!
He then went on to prove his prowess in feature-length comedies that pleased critics and audiences alike, solidifying his legacy with this movie about a wisecracking Detroit cop who travels to California to avenge his friend's murder.
Look, we're talking about a friend of mine here!
It's a prime example of action and comedy merging flawlessly.
You know, this is the cleanest and nicest police car I've ever been in my life. This thing's nicer than my apartment.
Beverly Hills Cop is an entertaining stroke of genius that still holds up today, proving that Murphy is one of the best out there at what he does.
It was working, and you guys just messed it up.
Number 3. Jim Carrey, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Do not go in there. Woo!
This movie shows us that some of the greatest comedies aren't always well received by critics.
Would you like an ashtray?
I don't smoke. It's a disgusting habit.
1994 was a breakout year for Jim Carrey, who delivered impressive performances in both The Mask and Dumb and Dumber.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
However, it's a certain Pet Detective that officially made him a household name.
I just can't do it, Captain. I don't have the power!
After the Miami Dolphins mascot is kidnapped just 2 weeks before their Super Bowl showdown, Ace is called upon to save the day.
Our mascot was stolen from his tank last night. Are you familiar with Snowflake?
Negative.
Fart jokes ensue, a classic Halloween costume materializes, and we're reminded that juvenile humor can still leave us in stitches.
When I get out of that bathroom, you better be gone.
Is it number 1 or number 2? I just want to know how much time I have.
Number 2, Mike Myers, Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery.
Oh, behave.
Myers will forever be associated with Austin Powers, a British spy who is cryogenically frozen for 30 years to help save the world.
You've been cryogenically frozen for 30 years.
Who are these people?
Since he not only plays the roles of Austin Powers and Dr. Evil, but also wrote the screenplay, it's clear that Myers put his heart and soul into this franchise.
They're coming!
Hang on, I'm gonna floor it! Watch out! Move! Move! Move!
Whether it's an SNL guest appearance by Dr. Evil, or a cringe-inducing Austin Powers impersonation by one of your friends, it's nearly impossible to forget about Myers' definitive classic.
No! No! I've got to get Dr. Evil! I've got to get Dr. Evil!
One thing we can all agree on is that it was truly shagadelic, baby.
Very shagadelic.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
I want to buy your women, the little girl, your daughters. Sell them to me.
10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck. Hang on a second. Wow! Wow! Does it feel good to be out of there?
Miss Dumbum ain't your teacher today? I am. And I got a headache and the runs. So I say, time for recess.
Phil, do not go in the bathroom.
Al, just calm down. Sweet.
Phil, there is a tiger in the bathroom.
What's going on?
There's a jungle cat in the bathroom.
Okay.
Yekshamash. My name is Borat. I like you. I like sex. It's nice.
Number 1. Will Ferrell, Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy.
I love scotch. I love scotch. Scotchy, scotch, scotch.
Any movie with Ferrell's name on it is certain to be a colossal and hilarious romp.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
But Anchorman is one of the most quoted movies of all time, one of the funniest movies of the 21st century, and debatably the crowning achievement of Will Ferrell's renowned career.
I'm in a glass case of emotion!
He stars as Ron Burgundy, San Diego's finest news anchor. Evolving social norms lead to trouble at the office, and of course, hilarity ensues.
You're just a woman with a small brain, with a brain a third the size of us. It's science.
From the look of things, Will Ferrell will keep us laughing for years to come. And we can only hope he reaches the heights of comedy mastery shown here once again.
I'm Ron Burgundy. You stay classy, San Diego.
Do you agree with our list? What comedies do you find the most career-defining?
But I can tell you that it's called Magnum.
For more hilarious top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
There's no way you can stop.